Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
Now live at 5 o'clock, so-called celebratory gunfire on New Year's. I'm talking to one family tonight who has a safety plan, and now the chief of police ready to speak out about the gunfire again.
It took us 50 days to get more than an inch of snow, and now our next round is going to be here in just 3. Find out how much we're expecting this weekend.
But first, under arrest. The driver accused of doing donuts on I-94 has turned himself in to Detroit police.
Police and the Wayne County prosecutor confirming Devin Cronk turned himself in today at the Detroit Detention Center.
We'll start things off here at 5 with Mara McDonald live there tonight. And Mara, he has already been granted bond.
He has, Devin, and let me explain why. He showed up here, Detroit Detention Center, after a run-in with police, actually, on Christmas Day, turned himself in, and was immediately bonded out. Here's why. They thought they were being very clever, recording themselves shutting down I-94 while this Camaro proceeded to do donuts over a half-a-mile stretch of the freeway. All of this on December 22nd. All of this posted to social media. Called Detroit Police Chief James Craig unimpressed.
Not one of them can drive. They're not professional race car drivers.
We on 94 with it, baby!
Police easily identified the driver of that orange Camaro, who they say is 22-year-old Devin Cronk from Allen Park. They blasted his name out publicly, and police had a run-in with him on Christmas Day, but he ran from them. This afternoon, Cronk turned himself into Detroit police. The Wayne County Prosecutor's Office has charged him with reckless driving and disturbing the peace, both of which are misdemeanors, which is why, after Cronk turned himself in, he paid $100 and has bonded out. Back here live, this of course does not mean that there could not be further charges coming from the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office, and as it stands right now, he's facing a trial date in the future. We're live at the Detroit Detention Center tonight. I'm Mara McDonald. Back to you.
Well, we'll see if there are more charges coming, because from the video, obviously, Mara, there were a lot more people involved in the kind of accomplices in this whole thing. All right, Mara. Our other top story here at 5, video going viral of a dangerous New Year's tradition in Detroit.
Check it out. A massive barrage of gunfire into the air with no worries over where those bullets may come down. Sean Lay following this story for us tonight. And Sean, you spoke to one family who says that they think this is only getting worse.
Good evening, Sandra. We had a FaceTime interview with this family. The father of the family says they have a safety plan in place every New Year's Eve because of all the so-called celebratory gunfire all around them. It's the shocking video being shared hundreds, if not thousands of times on social media today. It's Detroit, New Year's Eve at the stroke of midnight. And the gunfire isn't just here. Cameras are rolling all over the city as so many people fire guns into the air. Lifelong Detroiter Muhsin Muhammad.
Oh yes, we know it's coming and you can hear it all around you.
His home got hit by a shot in the past. Now he and his family have a safety plan knowing those shots come down.
Well, the number one tactic I use is I try to stay in a safe place, and we usually try to stay away from windows.
In Detroit, medics in an EMS rig say their windshield was hit by one of those shots.
We just got hit by a bullet.
In Houston, a 61-year-old nurse was hit in her neck and killed, police say by celebratory gunfire.
Firearms anywhere, it's going to come down.
Muhammad says in Detroit, it's getting worse.
But you know it's coming, and did you say you've gotten under the bed, or what have you done to
No, we lie down in a prone position so that if there's an angle of a bullet coming in the window, it doesn't have a horizontal projection.
In fact, look at this. One shot came right through the roof of a business, the round landing right here on the floor.
I don't think they care. I think it's a matter of I want to show that I have a display of firearms.
Another part of Mr. Muhammad's detailed safety plan. He and his family will not drive on New Year's Eve. They do not want to catch one of those bullets coming down. Another woman shot and killed in Cleveland. The police there believe from celebratory gunfire. Continues on here. Detroit police tonight, Sandra, tell me several of the incidents caught on camera, placed on social media, now currently under investigation. Back to you.
Yeah, and you mentioned Detroit police. What's the chief expected to say about this, Sean?
Chief is going to speak out about this tomorrow. For the most part, he is expected to again reiterate to the community just how dangerous this type of gun use and gunfire is.
All right. Thank you, Sean. Devin?
Almost balmy, really, to start 2020. But in fact, we're on a stretch here where we really, even when we were having snow on New Year's, we haven't seen cold weather really in quite a while.
Wasn't enough to stop the streak.
Yeah.
But now that we've gotten the snow in here, I think we've broken the seal on that because it's only going to be a couple days before we see our next shot. However, this stuff is going away after tomorrow. These are the highs today so far. Got up to 49 there in Monroe, so we got dangerously close to 50 degrees in the south zone. We may do it again tomorrow. Then things are going to start to take a turn as we go into the upcoming weekend. So here are the weather stories. The rain tomorrow, mostly a miss. We'll tell you who's got a chance of seeing some drops. Snow is going to be more of a hit. Just about everybody's going to get something. We'll run down the totals on that. And the mild air, there's going to be less of it, but the streak stays. As Devin mentioned, 14 straight days above average. Could be 22 plus by the end of the forecast. We'll look at how long that's going to last coming up, guys.
Let's turn to good health. The Trump administration says it is banning most flavored e-cigarettes popular with teenagers.
But there are some major exceptions in that ban that are also drawing some criticism tonight. Dr. Frank McGeorge is here with the details that were announced late this afternoon. Hey, Doc.
Hey, Sandra and Devin. Yeah, the ban comes after e-cigarettes have soared in popularity among teens, with the CDC reporting more than 5 million high school and middle school students using the devices. Congress raised the minimum age to buy the products to 21 last month. Well, now health officials are taking the next step to making them less appealing.
Under the new ban, fruit, mint, and dessert e-cigarette flavors in pre-filled cartridges will be prohibited, but tobacco or menthol-flavored cartridges will still be allowed. The ban will also entirely exempt large tank-based vaping devices, which are primarily sold in vape shops that cater to adult smokers. Critics are slamming the ban for not going far enough.
This action is too little to reverse the youth e-cigarette epidemic.
The exceptions represent a significant step back from the president's original plan, which would have banned all vaping flavors, including menthol, from all types of e-cigarettes. The FDA has struggled for years to find an approach to regulating vaping. The mysterious spike in vaping-related illnesses has intensified concern and pressure. The CDC says more than 2,500 vaping-related illnesses or deaths were reported last year. 55 deaths were confirmed, with more under investigation. Health officials recently linked many of the illnesses to vitamin E acetate, which is found in some vaping products containing THC, the active ingredient in marijuana.
Now, the ban takes effect in 30 days. The FDA says companies that continue to manufacture, distribute, and sell flavored cartridge-based e-cigarettes beyond that risk enforcement actions.
Of course, the governor tried a similar ban here, got tied up in it. We'll see, obviously,
undoubtedly
where
there
this
will
heads
be
for the court.
Industry pushback.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Doc. Tonight, we've just learned the name of the 16-year-old girl missing in Lake Michigan. The Ottawa County Sheriff's Office says Eliza Traynor of Flint remains missing after she and an 18-year-old man, they were swept off a Holland State Park pier. This happened last night. That man was able to get out of the water, but Traynor was not. Right now, the Sheriff's Department says conditions are just too rough for boats and divers to search for the missing girl.
An update now on the green ooze along I-696 in Madison Heights.
Today, crews from the EPA and the state filled the site. They were taking samples after cleaning it up. Our Tim Pamplin was there.
Engineers have been at the contamination site all day, drilling a series of 25 test holes to get access to the water table. While the contamination source has been rectified inside the building, the authorities now want to know in which directions the chemicals have traveled.
We know that we have a path of migration between the building and the highway, but the soil borings around the facility will tell us if we have groundwater migrating in any other direction.
And what's your concern if you do?
That it could move off-site and find a pathway either into a storm sewer or an occupied building.
You can't have a well that you dig in the ground and be dumping chromium-6 in it.
Congressman Levin made an unannounced visit to the site. He's hopping mad.
Somebody who allows this to happen for profit I mean, really, there are no words. It's something that's unacceptable in society, and he has to be held accountable.
I asked both for federal and the state environmental experts. Do you think you've got this situation under control?
It's too early to say.
It's a little premature for me to answer that.
So the cleanup and investigation continues. That is the scene in Madison Heights today. Tim Pamplin, Local 4.
Not knowing really whether the problem's been solved yet. The owner of a Detroit donut shop battled and beat cancer, but now he needs your help.
Coming up new tonight, what the owner of Dilla's Delights is looking to do to get back on his feet and do the thing he loves.
Also, she did everything she could, but just ran out of time. A heartbroken homeowner speaks out after her house falls into Lake Michigan. Rod?
In police stations and hospitals, they call them frequent flyers.
Just strip down naked and acting a complete fool.
A man well known to a local police department comes out resisting arrest and then takes that to a whole new level.